Jada Toys Cammy Player 2 Entertainment Earth Exclusive, a sought-after Street Fighter character, but one that comes with a higher price tag. Is this just a simple repaint, or did Jada improve Player 1 Cammy figure like their previous deluxe releases? We are also taking a close look at Vega and find out why his claws is gold and whether his accessories can be swapped onto Marvel Legends figures for your custom displays. Plus, the best blank body for Cammy. Let's get into it. We need to talk about the exclusive tax. Jada Toys is a domestic brand in the US. The pricing of these figures fluctuate wildly once you cross international borders. In the US, a standard Jada Toys Street Fighter figure retails for $25 USD. However, this Player 2 variant is an Entertainment Earth exclusive, bumping the price up to $33, an $8 increase. But if you're a collector in Australia like me, the gap is even more aggressive. A standard Jada Toy figure usually lands around 40 AUD. For this Player 2 exclusive, you're looking at 60 to 65 AUD at retailers like Pop Culture or EB Games. In US dollars, that's nearly 14 USD difference between the two versions for international fans. So the question we have to answer today is, the Player 2 variant worth a $14 price hike? Are we just paying extra for the exclusive sticker? Let's put them side by side to find out. The signature side cap of the new Player 2 Cammy Entertainment Earth exclusive is pink, while the Player 1 Cammy hat is classic bright red. It's the same sculpt, featuring the Delta Red insignia in yellow. And remember, that hat is not removable. Just like the original Player 1, this Killer Bee variant features the same blue eyes, hair sculpt, and kissing gesture. There is a slight difference in the skin tone, though it's hardly noticeable. The Player 2 skin color has a more pale flesh tone finish. In terms of the costume or swimwear, personally, I love the metallic paint because it really makes the figure pop on the shelf. The Delta Red insignia is pink for Player 2, whereas Player 1 has the classic red. Because of the metallic finish of Player 2, her curves and abs are actually more noticeable. Player 1 relies on dark washes to highlight the sculpt of her body, but the shiny silver paint of Player 2 doesn't need the extra wash to stand out. Player 2 Cammy has her camo paint along her legs changed to silver compared to the original green. I don't think Player 2 Cammy is trying to hide with this pink and silver deco. Her socks are also now pink, and the boots come in a striking indigo blue. Are these color changes, specifically that shiny silver, worth the extra price? Let me know in the comments below. Looking at the accessories, both Player 2 and Player 1 Cammy comes with a total of 4 hands, a pair of closed fists, a pair of open palm hands. They share the same exact sculpt and the same forward and back hinge, just in different colors. Both versions also include 2 essential identical head sculpts, with the only difference being the paint application. Even the effect piece is the same for Player 2, just in a different shade of translucent yellow, a little bit more solid yellow. Since there are no extra accessories for this Entertainment Earth exclusive, the price increase is mostly due to the exclusivity of the figure. As an American store exclusive, the price usually doubles overseas. For Australian shops, a regular Jada Toys Street Fighter figure is around 40 AUD. So in theory, this exclusive should have been 80 AUD. However, the local distributor in Australia managed to lower that to around 60 to 65 AUD. Surprisingly, the extra price we pay here in Australia isn't bad compared to the 80 AUD it would cost to personally import it from United States. In the comments below, let me know, is this new Cammy paint job worth the extra dollars? Later in this video, we will look at a blank body that works perfectly for her height and it's not the crazy figure body. If you found this review helpful, I hope you keep it a hype, a like, and subscribe to my channel and share this with our fellow collectors. For places where the figures in this review might still be available, I left some links in the description below.
I'm Juggernaut!
The Spanish Ninja or Matador Vega comes with two head sculpts, one with the mask permanently attached and one unmasked. Does the unmasked Vega live up to the pretty boy reputation? In my opinion, it's not quite. The eyes look a bit crossed for me. For the unmasked head, the ponytail isn't articulated and is swept to one side, whereas the masked head features a fully articulated ponytail, which is a great win for us. Looking at the upper torso, you'll see his signature pink snake tattoo. Thankfully, there is no part of that snake that had to be painted into the butterfly joints, else it would break. This is a huge plus for posing, especially when he does the Barcelona attack. You can move his arms far back, really deep, just like this. To really make that flying Barcelona attack pose pop, I recommend adding the effect pieces from the Gamerverse Wolverine. The golden accessories are sculpted nice and not removable, so they stay attached to the biceps and wrist. Vega has double jointed finless elbows. His red belt is made of a bendy wired material that you can actually unknot, and it's held in place by a hook along his waist. Vega has double jointed finless knees. One odd design choice is the boot cut. It isn't hidden at the top of the socks, instead it's closer to the foot. He also lacks toe articulation, which is such a missed opportunity for such an acrobatic character. Let me know in the comments below, do you think Jada should have included toe articulation for him? Vega includes 4 hands, 2 closed fists, and 2 scratching open palms, with sharp fingernails that can actually hurt you. The right fist features a golden claw rather than the silver. Jada's lead designer June clarified that this was a specific Capcom licensing requirement to match the Ultra Street Fighter 2 artwork. The figure also includes a translucent clear claw slash effect, along with a separate mask and a detached claws meant to be as props. For some kitbash, using this on Marvel Legends, the mask fits well on female legends like Gamerverse Psylocke, and her eyes actually line up with the sockets. She can even clip the golden claw onto her wrist. For male figures, it fits as long as the hair isn't too bulky. It's a bit loose for Gamerverse Punisher, and the claw clip needs adjusting so it fits his wrist. But notice, just like Psylocke, his wrist is only attached to one of the 2 clips the claw has. For an old Soldier episode throwback from that X-Men animated series, here is Captain America using the claws for climbing. It fits his wrist, again it needs adjusting. A word of warning, swapping this onto larger Legends wrist can stretch the clip outward. Stretching the clip onto thicker Marvel Legends wrist will cause stress marks or permanent warping of the plastic. Avoid this if you want to keep your accessories in factory condition. The mask also works okay for Logan, but I do worry that stretching the mask string might cause some damage and make the mask too loose. You can use the translucent slash effect for Wolverine, but it won't line up properly with his claws. The blue wash on the claw slash effects of the Gamerverse Wolverine is better and far superior than Vega. Quick warning so I don't get nasty comments, if you don't like seeing figures without their costumes, please skip this part. In my crazy figure review, I made a mistake using the crazy figure body for Jada Toys Cammy and Chun-Li. The correct choice is actually the TB League Faisen. Side by side with Jada Toys Cammy, the height and the frame are spot on. Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 Vega stands 16.4 cm or 6.5 inches to the top of his hair. According to Street Fighter Wiki, he is 6 feet 1 inch tall, so this is quite close to his 1/12 scale. The Entertainment Earth exclusive Player 2 Cammy stands 14.5 cm or 5.7 inches tall, which matches her 5 feet 5 floor height. Here they are besides the rest of my Jada Toys Street Fighter collection. I usually stick to Player 1 versions like these, but in certain cases I would get a Player 2, just like the deluxe Chun-Li. I was hoping Cammy would have the same deluxe abundance, but unfortunately it seems that we'll have to wait for another Player 2 version of Cammy. For a Marvel vs. Capcom setup, here they are besides Hasbro, Marvel Legends, Gamerverse, Captain America, Wolverine, Venom, and Cable. Another arcade crossover battle setup, Marrow, Gamerverse Psylocke, Omega Red, and Silver Samurai. Besides 6-inch scale Hasbro, Marvel Legends, Maximum Series Spider-Man, and Maximum Series Deadpool. For some cartoon goodness, X-Men 97 figures, Jean Grey, and Cyclops, which is the regular male Legends mold. Wolverine is the short male Legends mold. Rogue. Different sizes of Marvel Legends females, regular size female Moonstone, teenage female body mold X-23, which has the same height as Cammy, so Cammy's height leans on the teenage Marvel Legends height. Another lady in a swimsuit, Warbird, and the Marvel Unlimited exclusive Peach Momoko Spider-Woman. SH Figuarts Gamerverse Cyclops, who seems to be taller than her, Mappex Psylocke, X-Ray Studio Gold Hilder, and Darna by Halimo Sculptures and Loose Collector. 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale size comparison, Marvel Legends celebrating 80 years of Marvel Hulk, and Marvel Select Immortal Hulk or the Rampaging Hulk. For packaging, both Vega and Cammy has the same shape and size of the standard arcade machine style packaging with images from the game. Here are additional information about the character, their country of origin, and fighting style. Pause it right now if you want to have a read. Back is a promo shot of the figure and a character select page of Ultra Street Fighter 2. On the side is more game art. Unboxing both Jada Toys Street Fighter figures, the Entertainment Earth Cammy comes with so little, unlike Vega which has additional accessories. Background is the character's country of origin. Cammy's articulation, her head can move from side to side, can look up, arms can extend that far, do a full 360 right here, bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows, the wrist can swivel, can hinge forward and back, she has an upper torso swivel, can crunch back that far, crunch back forward, she has a waist swivel right here, she can do a split, she has an upper thigh swivel right here, double jointed pinless knees, can kick far back there, kick forward, hidden boot cut, feet can swivel, hinge forward and back. Vega's articulation, head can move from side to side, cannot look up that much, look down, tilt, arms can extend that far, butterfly joint, can extend that back, can extend this much forward. He can do a full 360 right here, bicep swivel, double jointed pinless elbows. His wrist can swivel, hinge forward and back. He can crunch backward that really far, can crunch forward. He has a waist swivel hidden underneath his bendy wide belt. He can do a split. He has an upper thigh swivel, double jointed pinless knees, can kick far back, can kick forward. He has a boot cut near the socks, feet can hinge forward back, and has an ankle rocker. A little something that Vega and Cammy share, along with Blanca, they cannot do a rolling attack pose. So far, Marvel Legends Maximum Series Spider-Man can do that pose, but not Jada Toys. The legs won't come close to the chest, maybe because of the harder plastic that Jada Toys used compared to Marvel Legends. In the comments below, let me know, does that matter? Should Vega and Cammy be able to roll into a ball, bring their legs close to their chest? Let me know in the comments below. The exclusive tax on Cammy is a bit steep for what is essentially just a repaint, and Vega's lack of toe hinges is somewhat a bummer. Still, these are the most fun versions of this character on the market right now. I'm glad I don't have to pay those extreme import prices for the exclusive Cammy. So, did Jada Toys continue to dominate the 112's Street Fighter scene? I have a playlist of all the Jada Toys Street Fighter figures I reviewed so far. Here is a link on the top right corner of your screen. If you found this review helpful, I hope you give it a hype, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and share this with your friends. I hope to see you in the next one.